All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory not to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akarkadash. Welcome to the elders, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of January the 9th, 2025 on this Thursday night. It says, Lancet study estimated Gaza death toll 40% higher than recorded. It says the EU medical aid crosses into Syria from Turkey. It says the Polish government to protect Israeli Netanyahu from arrest if he attends the event. U.S. French troops could secure Syria's northern border, Syrian Kurdish officials say. Marketing to head to Lebanon after election of new president. The Israelis rally global support to win release of a woman believed to be kidnapped in Iraq. It says an Italian foreign minister to meet Syria's new ruler in Damascus. It says thousands of Allah's mourn, 3 killed by a foreign Islamic Monitor witness reports. It says the Gaza war deaths surpasses 46,000. It says all Jordanians living in Los Angeles are fine, foreign minister has said. Japan grants Sudan about $1 million in food aid. Lebanese President Joseph Enner, respected army chief. It says Egypt top diplomats meets with PLO urge Palestinian unity. Global leaders and Arab nations congratulate new Lebanese president. It says the U.S. and Arab meditators to make some progress in Gaza peace talks, no deal yet, sources say. Turkey to tell U.S. that Syria needs to be rid of the groups of Turkish sources say. 37 killed in a North Syria clashes between the pro-Turkey and Kurdish forces, Monitor reports. Syria is a cornerstone from regional stability, the GCC tells the UN Security Council. So we get into the RT, more prophecy updates. It says Putin wants to meet Trump. It says the incoming U.S. president has reportedly promised to meditate an end to Ukraine conflict. It says the U.S. instance of the Greenland will pose a military threat, the top Russian MP reports. Kremlin will become contact for Trump. It says the UK claims Trump has Easter target for Ukraine peace deal. U.S. conservatives blame woke policies for poor California wildfire response. Hunter Biden homes destroyed in California wildfires, the Daily Mail reports. It says Slovakia Prime Minister warns of looming EU collapse. It says India to extend of neighbors outlast Prime Minister, media reports. Netanyahu cancels trip to Trump's inauguration. It says Chinese city cracks down on fake Russian goods. Bring out some scriptures. Let's see. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, verse 8. Any time to love, any time of HATE, any time of war, morning time peace. Right, we're definitely living in those times. We're seeing the HATE increasing, the WARRE increasing as well too. It's the Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, right? The Turkish armies against the Kurdistan armies, Russia versus Ukraine, Russia versus NATO, and all other nuclear escalations that we're seeing in the world today. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, right? So this is increasingly being proclaimed among the armies of nations. It says, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let the come up. Joel chapter 3 verse 10. Beat your plowshares and swords and plenty hooks and the spears and let the weak stand strong. It's the book of Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? Increasing wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but then it's not yet. Right, it's going to come to pass, but it's not going to end yet, which is going to continue to increase of wars and rumors of wars we see in our world today. Matthew 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, which we're seeing, and kingdom against kingdom, that as well too. And there shall be famines and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. Just like we've been seeing that a major famine's been hitting over there in Sudan and South Sudan. And I believe Japan just gave 1 million in food assistance to the Sudanese people over there in Sudan and South Sudan as well too. It's the book of Ezekiel 38 in verse 4. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth in all thy army, horse and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, and they break up bucks, shields, all of hand and swords. Right, so Russia is going to continue to be in that warlike mindset, as we see in the Russia-Ukraine situation. It's only going to continue to intensify. Ezekiel 38 verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with all of them with shield of him. And these are the same nations that Russia is allies with, going against the Western countries. Ezekiel 38 verse 6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomor, of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Right, because you got the Turkish armies against the Kurdistan armies, because we've been seeing the latest clashes heating up once again between the Kurdish armies and the Turkestan armies, Iraq and Syria. But Russia is going to be a guard into Turkey as well too. Ezekiel 38 and verse 7. Be thou prepared, prepare for thyself and all thy companies that are assembled unto thee, be thou a guard unto them. Right, so Russia is going to be a guard to these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. Ezekiel 39 and verse 1. Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy against Gog, and say, thus saith Yahweh thy power. Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, and the chief prince of Meshach, Tubal. Ezekiel 39 and verse 2. And I will turn thee back and leave but the sixth part of thee. I will cause to come from the north parts, and I will bring thee upon the mountain of Israel. Ezekiel 39 and verse 3. And I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand. I will cause thy arrows to fall out of thy right hand. It's the book of Revelations 11. Revelations 11 verse 14. The second will pass, behold, third will come quickly, or Armageddon, Armageddon 1. And this is the book of 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, sudden scorch come upon them as a travail with one more child, they shall not escape. Right, so prophecies is not going to stop, but it's gonna come to pass and be fulfilled as well too, as we continue to see the increasing biblical signs and the signs of times as well too. As you have in these current world leaders, thinking they can make everything peaceful in one day, that's not the case, because it says in the book of Isaiah 55 verse 11. The words of the Heavenly Father doesn't go on void, and it comes that which pleases Him. So prophecies is not going to stop. Prophecies is not going to stop. It's going to continue to go forward. It's going to come to pass and be fulfilled. And these increasing biblical signs is not going to stop. We're just going to continue to see increase. And this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Right, so we're living in modern day times of seasons and every purpose under heaven, which we're living in modern day seasons of increasing biblical signs and signs of times, and soon to come prophecies that's about to come past be fulfilled as well too. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 2. And a time to be born, and a time to die, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up the which is planted. Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 3, and a time to kill, and a time to heal, and a time to build, a time to break down, time to build up. Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 4, and a time to weep, and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 5, and a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embrace. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 6, and a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to cast away. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 7, and a time to reign, and a time to sow, and a time to silence, and a time to speak. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 8, and a time to love, and a time hate, and a time of war, and time of peace. Bring out some more news articles. It says Cambodian opposition political gunned down from Human Rights Watch reports. It's that Luke 21 verse 25. It says Ukraine military situation. Russia advanced, particularly in Karakol, and terroristic analyst reports. Whereas we've been seeing the Russia-Ukraine situation been heating up as well too. It says Biden puts forward the final Ukrainian military package of his administration from the war zone, reports news article. It says a Venezuelan briefly arrests opposition leader just ahead of Maduro's inauguration. It says the U.S. still wants to operate, but out of Norwegian submarine cave, but a deal remains exclusive, let's say. It says the U.S. House backs international court sanctions over Israeli warrants. Armenian Prime Minister congratulated Joseph of his election as president of Lebanon, which I read before. U.S. Treasury sanctions Hungarian officials over corruption allegations. Armenian government approves bill to launch the EU membership process. It says a disaster expert explains why the LA fire has been so catastrophic. Right, because that's the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, like it says in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. Psalms 18 verse 7, Isaiah 28 verse 2, Isaiah 29 verse 6. Bring out some scriptures in the meantime. It's the book of Luke. It's the book of Luke 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars. Upon the earth the squares of nations will perplex and siege rage war. Right as we've seen in our world today, the increasing signs in the sun and the moon and the stars as well too. And upon the earth the squares of nations will perplex and siege rage war. It's the book of 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seeing earthquakes, upwards of people in the world, we're going to be seeing more increasing earthquakes and more increasing upwards of people in the world as well too. It's the book of Saint Mark, chapter 3, and verse 24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. Right, so modern day kingdoms being divided. That's what we see in the wars of people, wars, seditions, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, wars and rumors of wars. St. Mark 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. Right, so modern day house being divided, which cannot stand, which we're seeing. St. Mark 3, verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, cannot stand but have an end. So with that, this was just a quick sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of January the 9th, 2025 on this Thursday night. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shab, Hashem HaKadosh, the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, His unbegotten Son, Ba'Hashem, the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Nashwan Kadash tongue. When I say Barak to the elders, Wa'akim, Wa'akwa. Until next time, I will say Shalom.